Statistics show that shiny new ideas are the #1 killer of potential best-selling novels. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Laura here. If you're new, hi, I'm Laura and I write young adult fiction and I am attempting to get traditionally published. Big emphasis on the attempting these days. Hence this video coming out very late. It is now November 2nd. You'll probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, get this on the 3rd. But this is me basically telling you what I'm gonna be working on for NaNoWriMo. I actually did a video where I was kind of debating. If you haven't seen that and you wanna see me have some sort of existential writing crisis, I will link that above. But basically, I just wasn't sure if I wanted to keep, sorry, my eye is watering. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep working on my current project, which is in like revision, rewriting-ish stuff. You know, I can't even talk about it, but, or start with a new project. Because I really wanted to start with a new project because I wanted to have all the excitement of like getting the words in and, you know, working on a new project. And I've been working on Beware of Monsters for so long and I just really kind of wanted to do something new. So everyone had kind of convinced me that like, yeah, let's do this. Do the 50,000 words, work on a new project, rest Beware of Monsters, you know, that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, I got it, you got it. So then during Preptober, I started doing the Preptober-y things for a new project. And I realized that I just wasn't in it. Like, I'm also kind of second guessing that book right now. I still like the concept, but I don't even know if I want that to be the next book now. I don't know, that's a whole different crisis, but I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into the characters. I kept thinking about my other book. I just kind of realized that I'm a one project kind of girl. Like, I'm monogamous, okay? I can't cheat on Beware of Monsters with a new book. I have to complete that relationship and then properly end it when it's done before I can move on to the next one. I keep waving my hands around. You probably can't even see it, but if you notice, I'm just like paranoid if you see this. I painted my nails today and especially on my right hand since I'm right-handed, I always paint over the fingers so like it goes onto my skin, but I do it on purpose because I cannot be precise anyway. So what I do is I paint over it and I let it completely dry and then I go like do some dishes or something, and so then the water gets all the excess off and then I have perfect nails. But I didn't have the time to wait before I filmed this, and I talk a lot with my hands, and so just in case you were like, ooh girl, someone gave you a really bad manicure, it was me, okay? But I did it on purpose. So anyway, I digress. So yeah, so I just really couldn't work on a new project. I couldn't get into it. So alas, I have decided to continue working on Beware of Monsters for Nano. However, I am still doing the 50K. Now I kind of debated on this as well because some of you in the comments even said like, you don't want to rush through a revision process, right? So like if you rush to get through 50,000 words, then you're just like, that's not really the part of, or the point of revision, which I totally 100% agree. But as many of you know, the story keeps evolving for me. The more I think about it, the more like fundamental changes I make, like fundamental, like I spent most of Preptober reworking the entire second act and having things lead into different stuff, taking out whole scenes, whole things that happen. I came up with a bunch of new scenes that are going to happen, like brand new. I've completely redone the third act, like the whole what's that section called, like we have like the 5 stages or whatever. You know what I'm talking about if you read Save the Cat Writes a Novel. If you haven't, I did a review of that book. I will link that above, or if you want to take a look at it. I know a lot of people talk about it. I also have a link to my description, that book itself. But I'm using that sort of premise to fix it. So anyway, whatever that is right after the well, I'm also changing what comes after the main book. Okay, basically I'm like completely overhauling the book. So because I'm doing that, and I'm either taking, like no scene that I've written previously is just gonna go through revision. Like it's gonna go through a complete overhaul, like new characters being added to scenes, all kinds of, so it feels like every scene is either being almost completely rewritten, or I'm writing completely new scenes. So because of that, I'm still gonna have to do another actual like revision, a revision where I have literally every scene that's supposed to be in the book where I read through it. So I'm not really counting this as a revision. I feel like there's like a word for it when you're like still writing stuff and adding and subtracting stuff. I don't know. If you know what it is, comment down below. But basically that's where I'm at. So because of that, I am gonna do the 50K words. Because there might be some days where I can get a lot done because like maybe a lot of this scene I can salvage and fix up. And so but then there might be some days where it's like I'm writing entirely new scenes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm currently at about 18,923. Boom, I think I just pulled it out of my butt, but I think that's exactly how much I have. Because this is day 2 of Nano. Yesterday I had 18,924. Because I basically just like changed a couple sentences, which made me lose a word. So, oh, that was counterproductive. But anyway, because I haven't written, oh gosh, to say this out loud, I've not written anything in that book in about 6 weeks. So I needed to get back into it, especially since I'm going to be adding, subtracting. I couldn't remember, like I had already moved something in the new version. So then when I copy pasted something from the old version, it was like that scene again. I was like, wait a minute, didn't I end up moving this earlier? I just couldn't even remember. So the first few days of Nano, I'm predicting are going to be slow for my word count because I'm literally going to spend the first, I should have done this during Preptober. Okay, don't get on me about that. I know I should have, okay? I'm the worst, okay? So I'm gonna spend the first few days of Preptober because the most of Act 1, there wasn't that many changes that needed to be made. And I've made most of them already. So I'm just gonna kind of read through and there's maybe like 1 or 2 scenes that I really gotta change up, or like, I think there might be 1 scene I have to like completely write. So anyway, it's gonna be a lot of reading and just kind of revising to make sure everything is now like congruent or cohesive with the changes I'm going to be making to the future. So my word count, I know this is like, I broke like the biggest rule in my Preptober video, or no, not my Preptober, my ways to win NaNoWriMo. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that in the card. I give some really good tips and everyone in the comments says right on the money with those. But my number 1 that I'm breaking is to don't go a whole day without a word count. And I kind of did yesterday because I lost a word. And I know that that's not like super productive towards like winning. Oh, I'm so stressed already and it's day 2. But this is just what my book needs. It's just what I have to do. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm focusing on. I really want to get beware. I'm like every day I'm feeling, I mean, of course when I read over it, I'm like, this is the worst garbage in the world. But when I keep thinking about the concept and I'm just really passionate about the story, I've been thinking about these characters and this story for years. And I've been actually like fully working on this now since like this reimagining of it. Cause I wrote like a different kind of, I don't know, that's a whole nother, with like different main character a couple of years ago. But then like I come with my new sort of vision for it last NaNoWriMo. So I've been working on this now for like a full year and I really just need to see it through because the thing is that I've only completed 1 other book and I wouldn't even call that completed. I did a draft. I didn't even barely revise it. It's so embarrassing to think about now. Sent it to some like beta readers, got a bunch of feedback and then didn't do anything else with it. So like I've never actually like completed a process with a book where I wrote it, did several revisions, sent it out to critique partners, revised it some more, sent it to some beta readers, revised it some more, and like felt like it was a good complete book that could be sent out to people. So I really feel like I have all these shiny new ideas. I have so many ideas, you guys. Like you can probably tell by how fast I'm talking right now that I just have so many ideas. But I have to finish a freaking book. I have to. Even if this isn't the one that like gets me the agent or gets published, I have to do this for myself. Like this is so important for me that I realize that I can actually do this. That despite all of my family situations that are going on right now, despite my 2-hour commute, despite, you know, my full-time job where I'm there 10 hours a day, despite moving and, you know, all these other things, that I can complete a book despite the other distractions in my life. I need this for my self-confidence as a writer, to know that this is something I can do, that this can be a career for me, that I can accomplish this. Like, oh my gosh, my eye. Like I was really having a moment, right? We were like, that was like a Rudy moment. Actually, I've never seen the movie Rudy, but you know, I felt like something like that. But anyway, you guys are so young, you probably like, Rudy, like who is that? If you know what the movie Rudy is, comment down below. I'm sure my girl Becca and Moon probably know, but anyway, so I feel like I know someone who knows someone that movie's based on or something. Maybe, I don't know, it doesn't matter. My point is, where was I? Oh yeah, I have to do this. I have to do this for me. I have to see this through. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing for Nano. I'm kind of rebelling it. Is that? Yeah, I'm like, I guess technically a Nano rebel, but I am doing the 50,000 words. I am doing the weekly write-ins on my channel and my brother Kevin. So please make sure that you join us every Thursday from 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, either on my channel. So this next week coming up is my channel. So that'll be like on the 6th, I think, whatever that Thursday is. And my brother Kevin, and then the following week will be on his channel, Kevlandia. So make sure you join with us, cheer me on, I'll cheer you on, we'll have a good time. And I'm gonna do this, you guys. I need to do this. I need to do this, okay? It needs to happen. So yeah, so that's my verbal diarrhea about like what I'm doing my book on, or what I'm doing Nano and why, and you know, that's just the tea, okay? It's the tea of this. So yeah, so I'm working on Beware of Monsters. I'm hoping that I can get this version, I call it a version instead of a draft, this version done. Gosh, I feel like I've said this so many times. So that next month I can work on the actual like last revision before it goes to critique partner. So I feel exhausted now. I feel spent. That's what I'm doing. I hope you guys are having a good Nano so far and you're being way more productive than I am. I'm a mess, you guys. I'm just like a mess, and that's why I'm 36 and I still don't have the writing career that I want, because I just have always had so many other things in my life going on, and I just have a really, really hard time, you know, whatever that means, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to do it, and I'm gonna use Nano to try to get this draft done. So hopefully I will get that done, and I'm hoping that this community, you guys, my friends, are going to be there to help support me, and I'll support you, and we can do this, okay? So that's the tea, that's the truth, that's what I'm working on for NaNoWriMo, and yeah, speaking of that, I'm gonna go eat my dinner so that I can get back to writing and actually maybe get in the plus for the words for today. So thank you guys as always for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to give me a little bit of support, you know, the old you can do it, then please comment down below. And if you have not yet subscribed, be sure to do that, because you don't want to miss this disaster train, okay? You never know what you're going to get on this channel with me, okay? So thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Pretend this is covering up the screen so that it's dark.